Nobody is thinking about you as much as you think. Not your mistakes, not your fears, not your plans. And that might sound harsh, but it's actually the most freeing truth you will ever understand. Because the moment you realize nobody is watching, you become dangerous. Most people live their lives in an invisible audience. They imagine, what will people think? What if I fail? What if they judge me? So they hesitate. They delay. They stay small. All because of people who are too busy thinking about themselves. Everyone is focused on their own life, their own problems, their own fears, their own insecurities. They are not watching you. They are not analyzing your every move. And even if they do, they forget quickly, because your biggest limitation is not lack of ability, it is imagined judgment. You hold yourself back for an audience that doesn't exist, and slowly you trade your potential for temporary comfort. You wouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realized how seldom they do. When you truly accept that nobody cares, something changes. You stop performing. You stop waiting for approval. You stop explaining yourself, and you start moving for yourself. This truth is uncomfortable because it removes excuses. You can no longer say, I'll start when people support me. I'll start when they understand. I'll start when I feel confident. Because now you know, no one is coming. And that is where freedom begins. Because if nobody cares, you are free to try, fail, improve, start again without pressure, without permission. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner. So stop asking for approval and start building your life. The real problem was never people. It was your fear of being seen failing. But failure is invisible to most, and growth is invisible at first. So why wait? Wake up early, not to impress. Work hard, not for validation. Stay consistent, not for applause. Do it because you said you would. Do it because you can. Do it because your future depends on it. If you keep waiting for approval, you will keep waiting. If you keep fearing judgment, you will stay stuck. And one day, you will realize you lived a life based on opinions that were never truly there. Doing things for yourself builds something powerful, self-respect. And self-respect is louder than validation because it doesn't depend on anyone else. The strongest people are not the loudest. They are the ones who work without announcing, improve without showing grow, without needing attention. They don't need people to care because they already do. One day, you will look back at this moment and you will either see a version of you that waited or a version of you that started quietly without permission. Nobody cares. And that is your advantage because it means you can begin without pressure. You can fail without fear. You can grow without noise. So stop waiting to be seen. Stop waiting to be understood. Stop waiting for approval and start becoming the person you were always capable of being. Nobody cares. So do it for you. Because at the end of the day, you are the one who lives with your choices, not them, not the people you're trying to impress, not the ones you're afraid of disappointing. You wake up with your decisions. You carry the weight of your potential. You feel the difference between trying and avoiding. And deep down, you already know when you're holding back. There is a quiet cost to hesitation. It doesn't show up immediately. It builds slowly, in missed opportunities, in unfinished work, in the version of you that never fully appears. And the worst part is, it feels comfortable. Because nothing breaks, nothing collapses. You just stay the same. Comfort doesn't feel dangerous. It feels safe. But over time, it becomes a cage, a place where you repeat the same thoughts, the same habits, the same excuses, and days begin to look identical. Weeks pass, months pass, and nothing changes. You don't lose in one big moment. You lose in small decisions, choosing distraction over focus, choosing delay over action, choosing comfort over growth, again and again and again, until it becomes your identity. But patterns are not permanent. They are repeated choices, which means they can be changed, not by motivation, but by interruption. One moment where you act differently, one decision where you don't follow the old script. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be impressive. It just needs to happen. Start when it feels inconvenient. Start when it feels uncomfortable. Start when you would normally wait, because that is where change begins. No one will notice in the beginning. No one will clap. No one will tell you that you're doing well, and that's okay, because you are not building for them. You are building for the person you are becoming. Work in silence. Let your results make the noise, not for validation, but for alignment. At first you force yourself, then you adjust. Then something changes. You stop negotiating. You stop asking, do I feel like it? And you start saying, this is what I do. That is identity. And identity is stronger than motivation. No one is coming to push you. No one is responsible for your growth. No one will consistently remind you of your potential. That responsibility is yours, and it always has been. When you take ownership, everything changes. Excuses disappear. Blame disappears. Waiting disappears. Because now you understand, if something is going to happen, it will be because you made it happen. You don't need to do everything. You need to do something every day, even when it feels small, even when it feels pointless. Because consistency compounds, and time rewards effort. There is a version of you in the future who is stronger, more focused, more disciplined, not because of one big decision, but because of thousands of small ones. Made quietly, made daily, made without needing anyone to care. You were never behind. You were never incapable. You are just waiting for the right time, waiting for approval, waiting to feel ready. But the right time is built, not found. Nobody cares. And that is not a weakness. It is your freedom. Because it means you can start without pressure. You can fail without judgment. You can grow without permission. So stop waiting to be noticed. Stop waiting to be supported. Stop waiting to be understood. And start becoming quietly, consistently, relentlessly. Nobody cares. So do it for you.